I've literally sat here for the last 30 minutes and just enjoyed this view.
I also own a farm.
Here we go.
You're now watching the 2024 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. Gorgeous day. We gotta go wrap up Moldboard plowing and then put the chisel plows on. And we also bought something last night. I don't know if we're gonna get it this video or what we're gonna do, but I'm gonna jump over to the field that we picked up. Me and Colburn were talking. A lot of people have asked and said, why are you Moldboard plowing again? This, that, blah, blah. You're not doing anything good. Well, it's the tool I have, other than Colburn's chisel plows. Turning residue over was a big part of it. We have to moldboard, well, we don't have to moldboard the ground up there, but what I've realized is the hard pan around here is so shallow that moldboard plows actually do very, very good for them. The ground on the home farm, if you're new to the channel, last year plowed extremely hard. This ground that we're working, Colburn says, I think it plows about the same. Or actually worse. But I said, but it's wet this year compared to last year it was dry. So it needs to get turned over. Disc ripper would be really, really nice. We don't have a disc ripper. So we're doing what we're doing. Next year I do not plan on moldboard plowing this much at all, except for if we pick some land up of the same quality. So yeah, tons of organic matter. And somebody said moldboard plowing kills all your organic matter. Okay. I know. Well, think about that a little bit. But, yeah. We're in a good place. So, we got a little spot here. That, we're going to chisel plow that. I got a little bit out back. And, hoping for a really good day. So, let's go grease the plow. Are you coming? You staying with Colburn for a little bit? He'll be over in a few. He is on vacation. Yeah. We are all greased up, ready to roll. Our wear points are getting worn down pretty drastically, but hopefully we can wrap up what we need to do here. We got this field left, and then we are done with plowing at this point. If we do have to plow anymore, we're gonna have to switch the wear parts out because we're getting close. You having a good day? Colburn's wrapping up the lower bottom piece here, the flats. I was up on the hillside finishing up there, and enough elevation change that it started sucking air in one of the tanks because it can transfer back and forth to the bottom. We still got this much in there, but I wasn't expecting it to take this long, so when I fueled it up I was like, oh, we'll be good. But we got the Vevor fuel cell, and this thing rocks. So filter, I just throw it on the jump pack, and it's really, really nice. Works very slick. So links down below. Vevor's been a great partner of the channel. Hinkle left, he's going over to Colburn. They've been great over the years, and hopefully we'll keep working with them. Currently the reps want to see more profit in sales, and I'm not gonna info commercial you, even though some people think these are info commercials. I show you stuff that really works day in and day out. So if it's not a good product, it ain't gonna be shown. Yinka was going to ride with Colburn. Colburn started, so he's like, I'm coming back. But we'll get this filled up and have a good day. Got fuel coming for tomorrow, 500 gallons. I said, let's go with that right now. I forget what he said, $289 for off-road diesel at this point. So this holds 68 gallons, I think. And each one of these tanks is 70 something, I think. So I think that's how it works out. But that way I can fill Colburn, make sure Colburn's filled up. I bet I got about 50, 60 gallons left in the tank. What's an eighth of 1,000 gallons? Quarters 250. Oh, we got like 150, 125. So Fuel guy's great. I love them. They work with me on a lot of things, and yeah. Well, that fills up. I might as well watch Colburn plow his last passes here. These have been here for at least 2 years, I think. So I don't know what the deal is. At some point we'll figure that out. Previous gentleman that farmed it, you see there's grass growing up. I don't know if they were his or if they've been there longer, but I would love to not have them looking like this. So landowner's pretty awesome, actually. He's an underwater diver, but a lot of people say he's an underwater welder because and he has a 978 number like me, so Boston. And I said, how you got that? Well, he worked in the Big Dig when they were lowering the Big Dig Boston, when they put all the tunnels in, when they were lowering the tunnels under the water. We're getting it. On-land plows and moldboard plows really aren't meant for tight, narrow spots, odd-shaped fields, but especially not on-land plows. But it's been holding its own. So, what's up, buddy? What are you doing? Come here. How much fun are you having? Are you excited to be back farming? Oh, I guess we're out. And that'll do it. We got it all plowed up. We'll head home. Probably put the chisel plows on this. I don't know if this is going to be the end of us plowing for 2024 as far as moldboards, or what's going to come of it, so we will see. Okay, we got to take the quick hitch off. Colburn said chisel plows, dumpster's leaving too. That dumpster, not that one. Chisel plows don't line up with the quick hitches, so, or quick hitch does not line up with the chisel plow. Not the end of the world. We'll make it happen. So Colburn pointed out the sway blocks have to be flipped around and keep these out wider, because otherwise they slosh back and forth. These chisel plows actually came from Frank, and they're very similar. They're 3-point hitch instead of the trailed, which I had gotten from Frank previously, and I wish I still had them. They pulled these with their Magnum, and they are meant for a bigger tractor. Usually they'd be like here as far as the hitch, but they're moved out, so that is why we gotta pop them apart. Colburn's actually cleaning out the pinholes, that way it doesn't go back and forth and snap a bunch of stuff. So the blocks on the side here keep the arms from swaying all the way around. That's why they're called sway blocks. Look at that. That's like factory new, bud. Painting with Colburn.
Go put it on.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Stop yelling at me. I know, we're burning daylight. It is gorgeous out. We got them swapped out, so now it holds them out wider. Won't sway around as much, do as much damage. Snap pins, break stuff. Yeah, typical day in the life. If it was like so that's an 82, that's 4640. But if it was like 1980, if it was 1980, this would be like a big time operation. What year is that? That's a 69. That's a 74. That's an 82. That was last year's, one of the last serial numbers of the 4640s they made. It's got the newer cab, the door handle. It's got the updated oil pump on the
last one built.
Huh? Last one built. Last one built. Big money.
What did you pay for it?
I can't disclose that, but I would probably.
For what?
I would probably let it go for 150.
2,000 hours.
Yeah, we'll switch the tack out. 2,000 hours. Last one built. Come get it. 150K. If you guys don't know, the used market on low hour equipment is honestly insane right now. Like tractors that should be like 30K and that are in well kept condition. What was that? That was a 4455 or something sold?
The 3 that just sold?
Yeah.
There's a 7510.
7510, and that brought 160,000 or something?
No, I think that was over 2. No,
That was,
no, that was the one in the ones.
I thought it was, I don't know, but 7810, that's selling for more than what they were new. Huh? 7510. And then there were some 40s, well, 55s or something.
55 and a 4455.
Yeah. I think the 44 or 55 was the like 200,000 one.
No, the 4455 was the one with like 2,000 hours.
Yeah.
The other two had like 20 something.
Yeah, but they were stupidly priced. Well,
they had 20 hours on them.
Purchased. Yeah.
They were new.
New. 40 years later.
They are new.
Yeah. Wild. We got the chisel plows on, all set. Corbin adjusted the depth wheels. I told him give it a go. So he's gonna jump in the 75. I gotta make some phone calls before he gets out of here. But everything's greased. Yeah. Should be pretty good. So depth wheels. Hopefully we don't have to chain it. Used to have a Deere three-point hitch chisel plow and it was nothing but a headache. But it didn't have depth wheels on it that worked. So this 3-point hitch moves up and down. That's why hooking up makes it a little challenging, but yeah. Maybe I'll get the drone out while he's going, and then when he's done I'll take over and get everything I can chisel plowed. Go fly out to him. So you can see, let's get a little darker here. There we go. You can see where I skipped this spot right here. And it is wet. And moldboards probably will not help it, so we plowed around it, and it's just a low laying spot. And then when we come over here, you can see where we did not stock chop anything, and that is because it had standing water in it, and it still has quite a bit of standing water in it. Actually, it looks a lot better right here. The mud puddles, and it's mostly just where the tracks. Well, where we left ruts with the combine. So, let's see. There he is. I do need a set of chisel plows, but I just haven't found exactly what I want. And it only takes money, right? So he's gonna back up, get right to the corners. Backing up when you're in Oh, maybe not. There we go. All the ponies making it happen. Those chisel plows line up pretty good for that tractor. See, like right there is a little wet. It's a low lane spot. We're gonna get a little close. What's he doing? He's probably sending a Snapchat of all the cool power he's got now. 7520 doing its thing. Or, oh no, he's sending Snapchat. You know, big flex. I don't know what Yank was barking at. Here you go, it's Colburn. He's out there. Well, these will make a lot quicker work. I'll let him get right after it. There's some wet spots right here. There's a spring. Show you guys. Right where it's green right there, you can see how it's muddy. Yeah, there is a spring that comes out of the ground. And they said they've tried to put tile through it to help it stay and never did. It is getting warm with these goggles on too. Holy smokes. I appreciate Colburn bringing them out, so I know he chisel plows with them. He does quite a bit of custom plowing with the 4520 and both plows and the chisel plows. So he had previously plowed the top of the field, and the wet side he was like, not a chance, especially not with the two-wheel drive. That's gonna work out pretty good. Oop, there's a power line above us. So he's gonna finish up this. Oop, what are we doing? Okay, he's gonna finish up this field. Yeah, there's the water spots, and he's gonna work his way through them. Is it ideal? No. Is it gonna have to happen? Yep. Maybe not. They look pretty wet. Oh my god. Oh. Huh. That was not good. But yeah, there's some wet spots down in the bottom here, and it's just low laying, and the water's just been standing there. It's got nowhere to go. So it's hard pan underneath it. So let me give you the rundown. Let's see. we got this backfield pretty much plowed up. The bottom left, I figured I'd chisel plow. And the front there, that's pretty wet. We took corn off of it. We chopped corn off, so there's no residue left around. But got the bottom there. Got the bottom of this one. And then that one on the hill. In that little spot. But everything else is plowed. Place is greening up pretty good. And then this is actually the property that we just picked up. So got that backfield plowed, the front. It's quite a chunk of land. Did mess up, and I plowed that little piece in front, started plowing it, and his leach field's there. I didn't even think about that, so that's why there's 2 passes around. But that back green hillside is extremely steep, and we will be mowing it for dry hay. So, but, yeah, things are looking good. We got to go over next door to our property over there. And disc that. We got some seed to go in over there as far as grass seed. But somebody sounds like they're coming up the driveway. FedEx is coming down the hill. Are they turning in? Yep, pulling right in. Yeah. Quite the lay of the land. Or wait, can we get darker? No, there we go. Alrighty, Nico's gonna bark and go see FedEx as they pull in, but I'll get the drone back and we will do some of our stuff as he works, and then I'll jump in the tractor and finish up doing my thing. As you see, the boys are all hanging out here. Wow, we were really up there. It's taking a while to get back down. 200 height, oh no, 100 meters. So grass growth is really happening right now. I don't want to scare them. They see me. What's up, boys? FedEx truck, dropping packages off. Alrighty, let me bring you guys back in, and we'll keep our day going. So we'll jump in the tractor a little bit after. Okay, we come on, bud. Oh boy. Colburn's leaving us. 4520 is loaded on the trailer. As you see, it's 80, 82, 83 degrees today. It's getting warm. So, trimmed up. We are in Fairfield Farms. Tank top, singlet for New Zealand and the rest of the world. And we're gonna go chisel plowing. Yeah, so appreciate Colburn coming. And we're gonna have to bring back the 4520 in the next day or two. And we might borrow these for a little bit. But alrighty, let's go. We had some drone footage. Colburn ran this. Another good day of it. Yeah, this is definitely quicker and much easier than Moldboard plowing. But we're gonna have some trash on top. It is what it is. At the end of the day, we do have row cleaners, so we'll put it to work. Wrap that up pretty quickly. Colburn had a lot of it done. That wet spot, we almost got buried. Like, I was nervous. We were going back and forth, wiggle waggle. That is a good thing about an articulate, going back and forth, side to side. There's standing water in it. It has a hard pan underneath it. And so I got a few spots chiseled down, and I'm wondering if in a day or two how they'll look, if they'll start drying out. But this is actually lower than that. And we can work this ground all the way through. So it's the ruts of the combine, and the water has just pooled there. So we might not be able to plant that bottom piece right there. And if that's the case this year, that's the case. But I think long term, if I can tile both of these fields so that they're 100% perfect, they drain down because there is an elevation change over the edge, then I will be in a very good spot. I'll get this wrapped up right here. Stuff's drying out. This weather's honestly great. It's hot in the cab. The AC works to some degree, but I'm not going to mess with it. It doesn't work that great. Yeah, chisel plows are, well, they do their thing. They do a very good job of it. So, but from the other day when we Moldboard in here, it has dried out quite a bit. So we're in full push now. Well, we're on the hillside up here above my house. Mud's from down below, but it's working up pretty good. There's some spots where the combine got stuck, and I looked back and I said, oh, we're gonna have a bad day. So did you guys see it yet? Almost had a bad day. Yeah, broke right out. That is not good. I got a zip tie. I don't have much, honestly. I don't even have a, well, that's a hammer. Anything's a hammer unless it's a screwdriver. Okay. That's not gonna work. It's gonna fight us. Huh. Oh, that works. We'll just switch those. Maybe. What? Okay, so that works to lock that in. But if we look here, that hole, it's like, okay, you're in. But the pin over here had some abuse and it doesn't work. Okay. Always something. Do we have a, that's a bigger pin. That's a bigger pin. Oh, we could switch pins. Well, we could take this. Let me do some thinking. That's a hope and a dream right there. Honestly, that pin doesn't move around very much. So we'll just keep an eye on it. If it starts moving around, we'll go down and grab one. Not the end of the world, right? So we're chisel plowing away, and as you see, a bunch of the residue that we stock chopped, it's breaking it up some, but we're gonna battle through quite a bit of it just because it had such healthy plants. We got so much residue left over. I was originally gonna chop all of this up here, but it got wet in the hillside, and there's some springs. So like right here down through, you see it's wet. Yeah, that's a spring. I take it's a spring. We'll get it wrapped up. I'm very glad that we did end up stock chopping it. Otherwise, getting through the material now would be very challenging. Moldboard plowing, you flip it right over and it's clean. Having the residue on top, it does have some nutrient value, and it also has some erosion factor of it. So I think it's a win. It's definitely better than us moldboarding this again. So, well, this is a site I've seen quite a few times with a set like this. There's a bolt that goes through them and they break. So, and I was on the phone with Isaiah. But we'll wrap up the headlands. That's all we got left. We got that field done. This field got moldboarded, which is good. I might square this up once we take grass off. I still want to take some off of the top of the knoll because we're going to have too much grass, to be honest. We're going to fill the silo completely full, and then everything else is going to go to bales. But if we have between that and here, if we got 40 some acres that we're going to big bale, more than 40 some, 60 some between that one, yeah, probably, and that. We're not going to need that much hay for next fall. We're going to have silos full, stuff like that. The goal is some cows. I did see a beaver actually swimming in our pond, so I'm really annoyed. But Norman, Michael, and Damascus are walking around on there. Where are we at? Right there. And rain went north of us, so that is very, very good. I hope it keeps up that way. Like, stay over there. North and east of us look clouds, and we're actually having a good night. So I got to see if we are going to dinner or if I can find a bolt. I used to have a whole set of bolts in here for this type of chisel plow because the tractor pulled them around. I think we took them all out. I don't know if I got them in a bucket down there. They're large bolts, to be honest, but I had a whole set of them. I had every bolt in this tractor at one point. Hey, is he on the other side of the fence? It looks like he is. Oh my god. It looks like one of them is on the other side of the fence. Maybe not. I'm thinking he is. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna drive down. It's windy. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 deer. 11, 12, 13 deer over next door. So grass is growing, things are good. Crops are drying out, or ground's drying out some, so hopefully that dries out, and hopefully some of our wet spots dry. He is definitely on the wrong side of the fence. Alrighty, I gotta go deal with that. Update, it was an optical illusion. He's on that side of the fence because he walked right out. Alrighty, better find if I got the proper bolt and nut, or if we're done for the day, because honestly, chisel plowing, missing one, really, it's not great. But God, is this a great view. Oh, I'm blessed. Appreciate all you guys that made it happen. So, it wasn't just me that made this happen. The fact you guys watch along is a big part of it making happen, and me meeting the right people to help my career keep going. So, you guys are awesome. I've literally sat here for the last 30 minutes and just enjoyed this view. But Greg Lloyd, I was talking to him, and he's like, yeah, we're supposed to get a half-inch rain. I was like, no, we're not. It's going north. And I looked it up, and I was like, huh, we're still supposed to get a half-inch rain. Oh, my God. All right. So we got to get these things fixed, and we got to finish up chisel plowing. They're all staring at me. All, what's up, Norman? You think they wonder why I talk to myself? Some days I do. But alrighty, let's go find a bolt. Chisel plows are up right now. We're being safe. Here's the bolt. Comes down here, goes there. See, like that one's loose from it slopping around. They just wear out. There's another one. Bingo, we got one. So I used to have the cross member bolts and everything else because these are actually Frank's, which dump trailers, Frank's uncle's old dump trailer. Chisel plows I used to run was Frank's old chisel plows. They had these, they upgraded to, instead of 2 units, this was on the 8950, and then they had the pull type, and they're they're identical pretty much. So they upgraded, and Colburn bought this set, and then a year later, I didn't purchase it, but I made the whole agreement, and I kicked myself because I absolutely love these chisel plows. So yeah, but I knew we had them. I got another one sitting on the shelf too, and I'll show you right here. Here's the other one with a lock washer. So had a set of them. I think I got the cross bolts too because they break. But alrighty, I'll swap that out and we're gonna keep going. So these are actually considered twisted shovels and they go left or right. Here's the one that we got to put back in. As we see, it just wears out and breaks. So we'll slide it back in. Yeah, we probably should be a little safer, but it's go time. Relax. All right, hang on for a ride. Colburn, that one's starting to crack. We'll get it welded up. All right, we'll keep going. Quick dinner, and I am back going. So we're gonna cruise out there. I got, I don't know, probably 10 acres total left. So might as well push through, get it done. And that way, if it does rain tomorrow, we'll be in a good place. Rain hasn't made it. Wow, I'm sunburnt. Holy smokes. Rain has not made it to us yet, which I hope it doesn't. Because as we see, we have some wet spots still. We're going to have to farm around them all year, I think. What a battle. So, appreciate you guys watching along. 4640 needs to get buttoned up, but we are done with any deep tillage. So we got disking to do at all 4 farms. And yeah, we got to get Colburn's tractor back. But honestly, I'm very glad that we are done moldboarding plowing. I'm very glad that we are done moldboard plowing because I'm sore. I'm exhausted. Mentally, physically, all of the exhaustion. So I'm going to close up shop and see what tomorrow brings. Appreciate you guys watching along and appreciate all the help from Colburn. So been a good last few days. Have a good one.